Hello, class. John Gould here. Uh, we're into week 6 in the advanced plant management course, and you're going to have some additional things to do in week 6 that you did not do in week 5. Um, in week 6, we're going to have one additional assignment, and that assignment is the AutoCAD assignment. The AutoCAD assignment basically is looking at the videos in the first 5 weeks. And in week 6, we're at a report worth 50 points, 3 pages on the use of AutoCAD. For those of you who have experience with AutoCAD, it'd be quite easy. For those of you who don't, looking at the videos, basically, follow the instructions. What we're looking for is 3 good examples of the use of AutoCAD in different kinds of scenarios. Of course, always you'll have the forum, you'll have the CoSpace assignment and the inventory assignment. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to cover the inventory assignment only and show you the difference between what we're doing in week 6 and what we did in week 5. In week 5, I had some uh, major issues with some students on grading. There are 21 students in the class. 7 students received an A. They did everything required based on my video from last week and the instructions. Other grades ranged down from 100 down to 35. The 35 points out of 50 basically were students who did not follow the instructions in terms of putting the database, master database into place. And they just took the file and sorted it and showed the top 10. They left out the other 2 important tabs that I am looking for in the master database. So in the master database or in your Excel database, what I'm looking for week 6 is for 3 tabs. Number 1, the original file pulled up, marked original. Tab 2, the original file that's transferred over to the second tab. The second tab is the master database. Master database should have the 5 additional columns, headings in place and populated, and it should have the columns that are not necessary hidden, as I showed you how to do last week. So that is the master database. And then that master database will be used to sort. This week, we're going to sort to R6, which is the international product only. And we're going to then take that sorted database and convert it or copy and paste it over into another database, which is a calculator, which is new for this week. Let's go on and take a look at the Excel file. You can see down in the bottom, I have the original file, which is pulled up from week 5. You can tell it's the original file by looking at the sequence of numbers over here that go from low to high. Okay, so that is the first tab. To set up the database, if you've not done that last week, you will take that database, copy it over here, do a copy, and you will go over here and make a new tab called master file. And you can see this database is the same as the one in this file and this tab over here because it has the same sequence of numbers. Okay, there's no sorting at all done on this. The master database is then filled in with taking the sum of 20 weeks, dividing that in this column by 20, and getting the weekly data. Then we divide it by 5, taking this data and dividing it by 5 in this column and getting the daily usage. The length, width, and height are added using the Excel video on how to do left, mid, and right. And you'll be taking the numbers in this column P and transferring those numbers into the length, width, and height. Okay. So that is the master database file I am looking for from those students who have not set one up. Okay. For those of you who have set up your master database, you basically don't have any work to do on this file to do the week 6. So for week 6, what we're looking at doing is setting up a new tab down here. We take this database, obviously we go up here and do a copy and then go over here and set up a new tab where we do a paste into this, and we have a basic database that is ready to be sorted. You can see that I have already sorted this to R6. When you transfer it over, you're going to have headings that show up without the little arrows, because that's what happens with Excel. You're going to have to go over here and do this deal where you go over and you go up to data and hit filter. And that filter will put, that exercise will put the arrows in the top of the columns here, okay? So once you have that in place, you'll go up here, and if you take a look at the sort is R6 checked only. So you'll have a little box up here. You'll take out the check marks in these 5, and you'll leave that one, and you'll hit OK. Okay, that will sort it. So that is your database finished for moving it into the calculator. So let's stop share. And let's share the calculator. Up on your screen is the calculator. And the calculator basically has the headings of what is required to be submitted. You can see I did some pre-work here to save some time. The copy and paste are pretty straightforward. You just go into your master database and you copy your part number and paste it here. You copy your part description here, your sort here, and so forth and so on. Okay, so I've done that all up to the length, and I left these 2 blanks for a reason, and I'll show you that reason right now. So let's stop share here. Let's go back to the master database. And what we're looking for, we put the length in already into the calculator. Let's make sure that we're in the right column. Always make sure that your tab is all the way up and you're in the right row here. Okay, so let's do the width. We're going to copy the width. We'll stop share that, and we'll share the calculator. And we'll put that, making sure we have the right row lined up here. We'll put that right here. And you can see what happens is it transfers that data with the zeros. That little triangle right there needs to be clicked on. And it says convert to a number. That's what you want to click on. When you click on that, it takes the zeros out, okay? So that is the little trick. So let's stop share there. Go back to the master database. We can see we need to take the height, copy the height, stopping share, going back to the calculator, and put the height in. Once again, you're going to have the zeros in the little triangle you click on that and convert it to a number. Now, the last thing in this database is to put in the daily usage. That's what we're looking for this assignment, the daily usage number. Let's go back and get that number from the master database. Where is the daily number? Okay, right here. The daily number is basically this data. So we're going to copy all of that. We'll stop share here and go back to the calculator. And we'll put that information right there. We are finished populating the calculator. Okay. Now, for your assignment, where are your answers? Down in the tab area, we go to the calculator summary. The calculator summary is where all the answers for the assignment are. Okay. The two areas we're looking for, I believe the question is, what square footage is required for international? Well, here is that answer right here. 32,572. And how many racks will it take? The answer is 5. So that is the answer for week 6. If you've done everything properly, you'll get that answer. So the reason I'm giving you the answer is that the purpose of this exercise is to teach organization and how to effectively use the Excel spreadsheet with large databases. Some of you have expert knowledge in that and you've used it extensively. So it's just a review for you. Others may have not used it or used it intermittently. And I find myself, I don't use this too frequently, but I've used it over my career a lot of different times. And I always do a review just to make sure I don't mess things up because it's very easy to, with a lot of rows and columns and sorting and having to unsort and sort again and that sort of thing. I find the easiest way to do this is to come up with a stationary or a master database that's stationary so that nothing is done to it and we can start from scratch and then we can do the sorts. We don't have to worry about taking what we sorted last time and unsorted and then resort it for something different, okay? And that's the reason that I set this course up this way, okay? So what I'm looking for from those of you who basically did not do a database last time. I'm looking for you to do a database. I'm looking for you to use that database in week 5, 6, and 7. And I am grading the course to that criteria. So that is week 6.